Wow, okay, well, hello everybody. Hello to the world. It's so crazy, everyday life. I'm asking each and one of you a question. Did each single one of you think that this was the life we were going to have? I mean, it's just amazing what pops up and what continually comes out of left field. Whether it be a virus or these uprisings or, just things that we just see in everyday life, whether it's going to be another world war, It's just so interesting to watch history fold out and play itself along as we watch, as we live our day-to-day life in it. And the world is so, what do I want to say? The world is so kind of condensed now. We're able to communicate with each other. We're able to look at different perspectives and just see different parts of the world, all because of the internet, all because of the media, and all because of the technology that we have. And it's really a blessing to be able to communicate this way with everyone. So yeah, we are so lucky. We're so lucky to be living right now. It's just so beautiful to me, and how I'm alive, how you are alive watching this right now, and you're here for the reason of being alive right now, to witness the time that we're in, to be a witness, and to go out and tell your brothers and sisters about the beautiful nature of God and what He's doing right now through everything that we're seeing. So, we still have, there is still talk, there is still worry about the coronavirus, even though we have protesting going on, even though we have all these little things happening. There's still the virus. No one's talking about that. Or they are, but maybe just not as much. And honestly, personally, my opinion, I think that's a great thing, because I hate hearing about the virus. I mean, it is important that people are getting sick and people are dying, but it will eventually all fold over. There have been other pandemics before, and people die every day from other matters that we don't even count, like whether it be car crashes or suicides or heart disease, you name it. We die, and we are susceptible, and we're very fragile as a human race. So my point is, yes, the virus is important in a way that, we're all aware of it, but it shouldn't be important where it's ruining and consuming your fear and consuming your life. So that's just one thing I wanted to say. And then regarding the riots and the protests that are happening right now, I've heard so much speculation on that. I've heard everything from George Floyd didn't die. I've heard from that he did die, but it was a symbolic nature. It was something from the symbolic nature of like the Illuminati or the deep state, or, you know, just the devil's control. It was a symbolic death. And I've also heard that he didn't die, and that this was an actor, and that the policemen were actors, and the funeral was an act. And I've heard that he didn't die, and the real George Floyd died. You know, that there was another man named George Floyd, but he died 3 years ago. So, you know, from everything that I've heard, everything that I've seen on TV with the whole George Floyd situation, I don't know, honestly. And I'm telling you the truth. I don't know whether that was an actor, whether that was a real man, whether that was the real George Floyd, I mean, whether it was supposed to be symbolic or a sacrifice, if you will. And the man who died, whoever he may be, whether he was George Floyd or, you know, John Doe, I mean, his life was sacred, because every life is sacred. And it was a shame that whoever died, and whoever that may be, I hope that, you know, we are naming the right person. I personally deeply hope this wasn't under a false name, that we weren't giving another, you know, title to someone else, because that would be horrible for the person who actually died. But what we see now is more from the riots. It's not from really, I mean, they want to say that this whole thing was sparked from his death, but I feel like, honestly, the whole emotion of the country and the emotion of people who are looking to stir things up, I feel like they were looking for an excuse, honestly. I feel like they were looking for an excuse to start a riot, start this violence, and start the things that we're seeing right now. And they used the Black Lives Matter as the police brutality as the excuse. Because the Black Lives Matter movement and the police brutality and all of these things that are encompassing and in that subject have been going on before this. So I feel like people were trying to seek out an excuse to bring this up again, to cause more drama. It's just pondering to me, honestly, you know, where we are, where we're going, and when I mean where we are, where we're going, I mean with this whole riot and police brutality thing and enforcing new law. It's going to be interesting how this shapes, you know, regulation and restriction and law enforcement in America. And I'm wondering just how they're going to shape it. You know, I have heard speculation on martial law. I don't know if that's going to happen. I couldn't tell you. I'm just a regular human being, just like you. Or if it won't, or yeah, anything. So I guess we'll have to wait and see, each and every single one of us. But the point is, no matter what happens, whether it is a virus, whether it is civil unrest, whether it is violence, the only truth, and that's another thing. You hear so much speculation about the virus. You hear so much speculation about the, George Floyd protest. But and you hear so many rumors of what it was, what it could be, who it is, and da-da-da. The only truth that you will find right now in this world is Jesus Christ. That is so true. He's the only way. He's the only truth. There is nothing that you can manipulate. There is nothing that you can tweak. There is nothing that, you can interpret as being him, because it is black and white. It is set in stone when you talk about God. There is no conspiracy. There is no misconception, because it's already written down for you. It's already written down for the whole world. There's already proof. There's already a black and a white, a stone written scroll, if you will, that talks about the truth about Jesus Christ. He's the only thing right now in this world that is, pinpointed and a fine point. Everything else that we've talked about has a zigzag. Oh, it was over here. Oh, it happened over there. Oh, this was the real George Floyd. Oh, no, he actually didn't die. Oh, no, that was symbolic. Oh, no, that, I could go on and on. But there's a straight line towards him. And that's my point. And my point is to stay on that straight line. And honestly, the little things that we're seeing right now, this is all like just stuff just thrown at you. This is the world throwing stuff at you. You've got to put your focus and your envision on the horizon, on him, and envision him as your goal while you're going down the highway of life, and all this stuff is coming at you from the left, from the right, from above, from below. You got all this stuff coming at you. You got these billboards coming at you. They're trying to advertise something. But your destination is God, is Christ. That's what our focus needs to be. Right now, no matter what's happening, I'm going to say this, don't be involved in it. Don't be involved in the fear tactics of COVID-19. Don't be involved in the violence of the protests. You should only be focused on Christ. You should only be focused on what he has in store for you, on what your duty is to him. So that's where our focus should be. All this stuff that comes at us is going to blow over. It doesn't matter in the long run. It's all going to burn up one day. It's all going to end one day. But the only thing that doesn't end is him and his eternal being and his eternal love and his eternal, just life in him. It doesn't end. So, no matter what, don't be involved in this stuff with, little, the little humanic drama that we see, the stuff that doesn't matter. Lives matter. Yes, we get it, you're black. I'm white. I'm also Asian, if you couldn't tell. But the point is, your life matters because you are a child of God. And to be a child of God, you need to take up your cross. You need to be with him. You need to walk in his presence, if you will. And this unrest and this drama is not godly. So, just to all the people out there who need a little bit of encouragement, I'm right here with you. We're all walking it. We're all seeing it. We're all witnessing it. We're all breathing in and out day by day. We're going to take this one day at a time. We're going to see it unfold one day at a time. And every day, we're going to come to it. You know, we are approaching that deadline, that judgment, that ultimate tipping point of humanity. So, I just wanted to end it on there. Take it one day at a time. And remember, your focus is to be on God.